The year is 2002. A high school kid from Akron, Ohio, graces the cover of Sports Illustrated. The headline, "The Chosen One." Imagine being 17 years old, not even legally an adult, and being anointed the heir to Michael Jordan, the savior of a city, the future of the entire NBA. This wasn't just hype, it was a prophecy, a burden that would have crushed almost anyone. But this kid was LeBron James. And this is the story of how he didn't just survive being the chosen one, but exceeded every impossible expectation placed upon him. Before we dive in, let's set the scene. Before the 4 rings, the 4 MVPs, the endless records, LeBron James was a phenomenon at St. Vincent St. Mary High School. His games were moved to university arenas to accommodate the crowds. They were broadcast on national television, pay-per-view events. This was unheard of. We're talking about a teenager whose every dribble, every pass, every dunk was scrutinized by the entire sports world. The pressure was immense. Professional athletes, seasoned veterans, buckle under the weight of a city's hopes. LeBron carried that weight before he could even legally buy a lottery ticket. Think about the mental fortitude required. Most teenagers are worried about prom dates, final exams, what their friends think of them. LeBron was dealing with media moguls, shoe company executives, and the non-stop chatter of whether he was the real deal or just another overhyped prospect. He was living in a fishbowl, a social media-less era where the traditional media was king and they had crowned him. One misstep, one bad game, one immature comment could have sent the whole narrative tumbling down. And yet, he handled it with a maturity far beyond his years. He was already a professional before he ever signed a pro contract. Then came the 2003 NBA Draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers, his hometown team, win the lottery. The script couldn't have been written any better, or, depending on how you look at it, any more terrifying. Now, it wasn't just about being a future star. It was about saving a franchise, a city starved for a championship. The expectations were crystal clear. Bring a title to Cleveland. No pressure, right? From day one, he was expected to be the best player on the team, the leader, the face of the league. And in his rookie season, he averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He wasn't just good, he was immediately one of the best players in the world. But individual stats don't win championships. The early years in Cleveland were a crucible. He dragged teams with questionable talent deep into the playoffs. Remember that 2007 Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons, Game 5. LeBron scored the Cavaliers' final 25 points and 29 of their last 30 in a double overtime victory. He was just 22 years old. It was a legendary performance, a glimpse of the unstoppable force he was becoming. But it also highlighted the immense burden on his shoulders. He had to be superhuman just for his team to have a chance. Those early playoff exits and the final sweep weren't failures. They were learning experiences forged in the fire of playoff basketball. They were the moments that taught him what it truly takes to win at the highest level. This is where LeBron's journey deviates from the typical superstar narrative. He didn't just grow as a player, he grew as a leader and a man, very publicly. The infamous decision in 2010 to leave Cleveland for Miami was a public relations disaster. He was vilified, turned from a hero into a villain overnight. But it was a calculated move. He recognized that he couldn't do it alone. He needed to learn from other greats, like Dwyane Wade. He needed to be part of a championship culture. Going to Miami wasn't running from the pressure. It was running towards a solution. He humbled himself, took a step back from being the sole savior, and learned how to be part of a super team. And it worked. 2 championships in Miami. He learned how to win. He learned how to lead, not just by example, but by empowering his teammates. He faced the crushing disappointment of the 2011 finals loss and came back stronger, more determined, and added a dominant postgame to his arsenal. He evolved. He wasn't just the hyper-athletic freight train anymore. He was a basketball genius, a grandmaster seeing the game 5 steps ahead of everyone else. But the story doesn't end there, because the chosen one's destiny was always tied to his home. In 2014, he came back. This was the ultimate risk. He was returning to the city that had burned his jersey, to the owner who had publicly condemned him. But he returned as a different man, a 2-time champion, a husband, a father of 3. He came back with a singular purpose, to fulfill the promise made all those years ago, and in 2016, he delivered. The Cleveland Cavaliers, down 3-1 in the NBA Finals to the 73-win Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest teams ever assembled. No team had ever come back from that deficit, but LeBron James put on one of the most incredible performances in sports history. The block on Andre Iguodala, the triple-doubles, the sheer force of will, he brought a championship to Cleveland. The prophecy was fulfilled. The chosen one had delivered. So what makes LeBron's career so unique? It's the totality of it. No player has ever entered the league with more hype and sustained that level of excellence for 2 decades. Michael Jordan was a star, but he was unto the chosen one from age 17. Kobe Bryant came into the league with Shaq. LeBron was the lone hope from day one. He's played in 10 NBA Finals, won championships with 3 different franchises, and is now the league's all-time leading scorer. He's done this while navigating the rise of social media, where every move is dissected in real time. He's become more than an athlete. He's a global icon, a businessman, a philanthropist, a powerful voice for social justice. He survived by being more than just a basketball player. He built an impenetrable inner circle. His family and close friends, Maverick Carter, Rich Paul, Randy Mimsav, been with him since before the Sports Illustrated cover. They provided stability in a world of chaos. He invested in his body with a fanaticism that has allowed him to defy time. But most importantly, he has an unshakable belief in himself, a mental toughness that was forged in that Akron crucible long ago. He understood the pressure, embraced it, and used it as fuel. The story of LeBron James isn't just about basketball. It's a masterclass in handling pressure, in evolving, in leadership, and in fulfilling a destiny that seemed impossible. He wasn't crushed by the title of the chosen one. He owned it, he redefined it, and he built a legacy that will be remembered forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look into LeBron's journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the world of sports. See you next time.